Hey guys, I'm up here in Michigan doing a class, two-day handgun class with some of the guys from MDFI. I'm here with my buddy Chad from Sweaty Muddy Bloody Customs. He's the guy that does all my stippling and undercutting all my Glocks and MPs. Anyway, on my way up here, I got sent a video from a buddy of mine named Sean, who is a former student down in Georgia, a class I did down there close to Atlanta, and of this really weird malfunction that he had. Basically, a bullet that had come out of the casing before it was even stripped off the magazine and handgun. Anyway, so he went ahead and showed me this picture, and then made a video of it of him trying to remedy the problem through the means that I teach in my courses. Pretty interesting video. Really thankful that he went ahead and put that together for us. So guys, go ahead and we'll show that right now. If you want to learn more about Chad's work, you can find it.
Yeah, at sweatymuddybloody.com, and then also the Facebook page, facebook.com/sweatymuddybloody.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Check out this video and tell us what you think in the comments below. Later.
Okay, so I'm out here today, just getting a little work in on the range, a little spot I have on my property, before work. I'd like to practice every time I can. And I came across a malfunction. I have yet to clear it. I've come across this very interesting malfunction, so I wanted to record it and share, this unique malfunction. I don't know if you can see in here on the pistol, but this gun is still loaded and everything. And this was on a load. I was loading an empty gun. I firmly seated my magazine. I came across the top of the slot, racked it, and it immediately locked back. And I looked in my port here, and you can see that the actual projectile is not in the bullet anymore, in the shell anymore. So it's kind of turned sideways, and it's preventing the slide. Now, if many of you who've watched that very popular DVD out there would probably say to lock the slide back, rip the magazine out, probably throw the magazine across the yard or whatever, because it's the magazine's fault. Rack it 3 times, insert a new magazine, rack and go. Now I've recently took a class with M3 Strategies. Most of you guys are probably familiar with Stephen Pinot, and he teaches a different, what I find to be more efficient and a faster way, to handle malfunction. So we're going to put that to the test right now. I got very good at doing it the old way, but when it happened and I didn't expect it, I was kind of like stuck and frozen there trying to identify what to do before I did it. So what Stephen teaches is immediately any malfunction, immediately tap, rack, bang. Okay. Now the important thing is to roll the ejection port outwards. So if I was to tap, rack, bang, and forgive me, I'm recording this by myself. So I would tap the magazine. Me being right-handed, I'd have the gun rolled out this way, and I would stroke the slide to let the brass or whatever it is face down. So if I was a lefty, and if it was in my left hand like this, I would tap the magazine, roll the gun this way, and slingshot it, so whatever trash would fall out. Now if that doesn't work, immediately I would go into my remedial action, which would be ripping the magazine out, not locking the slide back, ripping the magazine out, reinserting it, and then racking the slide. Okay. Kind of like maybe a lot of you guys saw the one-handed inertia bump that you'll see around the internet, just bumping it on your leg if you're trying to clear that quote-unquote double feed. So we're going to try those two things. I'm going to stop the video, I'm going to set the camera up, and I'm going to try the immediate action, which is tapping, racking, rolling the ejection port, and if that don't work, I'm going to go into my remedial, which is ripping the magazine, reinserting it, and racking it again with the ejection port facing. And we're going to see how how that technique works in this situation. Okay, so here we go. I got the camera propped up, stuck in a chain link fence here. So like I said, so I shoot, I get my malfunction immediately. I'm gonna tap my magazine to make sure it's seated in, roll that ejection port towards the deck. Okay, so tap and rack it. Okay, and then I would attempt to fire. So obviously I didn't clear anything. Okay, so our second course of action on this would be to grab this magazine, and I have like these little cuts in here, so it makes it easy. I don't like this pinch technique here. I try to get as much as my hand on there, because then reinserting it is that much quicker. So I would strip this magazine out. Okay, now you see the slide almost went forward, so it's not quite into battery yet. I would take my magazine, which you can see I still have this empty case on here, so this is probably, if I didn't notice this, probably have to do it a second time. I'll reinsert the magazine, come across the top, and stroke. Okay, now it looks like that case did get stuck in there. All right, so let's try it again. Tap, rack, and attempt to fire. So I still think that this is the best technique, and I'm going to continue to use this. That is a very unique situation. I'm not going to train for that piece of ammo falling apart, and just going through my procedure, I think I'd probably still clear that faster than looking at it, trying to identify it on stress, maybe being shot at or whatever, and locking it back, ripping it out, racking it, throwing the magazine for no reason, because it wasn't the magazine's fault. That was obviously an ammunition problem. So I do believe, and I think I hope this video shows that this way of doing it is the best way.